Like
just seeing it and going,
right? Yeah.
this is who we're going to be now. Next day, it's immediate. And from that moment, I was like, brand is so much more than what people understand. Because I looked at my team members, and even the most junior members were acting at the level of that brand.
Yeah.
It was really incredible. We've come into lots of organisations due to brand change or mergers and acquisitions, but then particularly with brand, because it has to come into the onboarding, like firstly how you recruit. So what is the how do we write our ads now, or how do we do our campaigns now that's going to reflect that story? Then what's the onboarding? How's that reflected in? Well, we do it even right through how the employment contract is written. To how the outcome profiles are done. Their performance reviews need to be brought in. So it needs to go through the entire life cycle, right through to the exit, so that then they become alumni, of the organisation, living that brand forever.
Right.
And so
whether they're there or not.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So you can't have, and that's why I would get worried when marketing people would come in and do vision, mission, values, and it was all about what was going to go on the website or external. And it's like it needs to be lived by the employees, because there's no point someone reading, oh, this is what this company is, and then I call them and engage with them, and they don't live that at all because they've never implemented it. So it's so critical.
And so I'm like, I feel like I'm doing the right setup stuff.
Yeah.
But we need, but I want to see the work translate into ongoing stuff. I want to stay involved. I want to, even if it's just put us on a small retainer to be the brand advocate, just championing this stuff internally. He was like making sure you're staying close to it, pulling partners in. I don't want, we're two guys, so I can't, it's not like I can sit there and, there's a limit to what I can do in terms of, I don't have the expertise, but I want to stay involved, or I want to at least find a way to monetize that, or give benefit from whoever is coming in and doing that stuff. And I got to learn how to sell it up front. That's the challenge right now. A lot of them are,
because it's a big amount. Like your first product is a big cost.
It's already a big amount.
Yeah.
And then you're saying, oh, by the way, you're gonna have to do what? And not all of them have the appetite for it, and not all of them are emotionally committed to it, and that's a challenge, because I want every engagement that we do to be one where it results in make the world a happier place to work. That's kind of, I ripped it off from it's a sticker from Reward Gateway, which is a platform that we've talked to about employee engagement, but that's why I'm doing this, right? I want these people to be happier and more connected to their work. And if it just ends up as a brand thing, they feel good about it afterwards, but it's not going to sustain.
No.
It has to be lived for it to have this sustainable impact. And, Steve and I talk about this all the time. He's like, you can lead the horse to water. You can't always make them drink.
Exactly.
And
then you don't want because we had things like we changed the phone scripts of how they answer the phone to reflect the brand, because that's all HR. It's all internal behaviour. And so how they greet people when they come in, everything has to change to live and breathe that brand.
Absolutely.
And that becomes HR training and becomes in their outcome profiles and how they're reviewed. But a big part of their onboarding process, so the whole onboarding process should be designed like the brand has. And the other thing is that what we've seen personally is that if we don't get involved in the aftermath, and it's even just like for you guys to check in every 3 months, your brand work could end up becoming redundant later.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because they don't end up living it, and then they're like, oh, that was a bit of a waste. It never did anything. For us, it was like how people get a car. There's a whole process around the car park when you come to our office. I'm really into the experience people have when they come in.
Do they have their name on a sign, just like you're at the airport? Someone greets you and brings you upstairs.
Yeah, there's a whole process just around how if someone comes to visit, they get a text message, or the whole thing. The way the coffees are served, the way when they leave, they have a thing on their windscreen of a charitable impact we've made on behalf of them because they came to our office. It's a whole thing. I'm just really antsy about our brand.
The emails they send after.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. We've won big pieces of work just because of how their experience of coming into our boardroom from the car park into our boardroom. We have won $100,000 retainers because of that. Yeah, so I'm all into this. But I really believe that if your people don't get it and don't live it through all of these things, then it falls flat and it doesn't mean anything. And you've just created this amazing brand that's just incredible. Let us help you put that into the HR element, how we put it into onboarding, how the people that weren't involved.
You're taking a hand off from. You can take a hand off
because
from them.
So if someone would start at a company that you've just done their brand for, but they weren't there when it happened, who's sharing this? Who's telling that story? Because they weren't there when it happened. They don't know what the brand was before and why. And there's a whole element of that needs to be given to every person that comes on board. The way that the advertising is done when you recruit, the way that you interview, like that whole interview process should align to the brand, the way the employment contract is written. So in our employment contracts are written in alignment with the brand. Like when you read it.
Conversational. When I read it and we were talking about all of these, I was like, sounds like sales talking to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't some formalized thing. And it's like, and of course, and if it was some, and of course I hope that you would come and talk to me about that if it were something like, you would reference things like that.
Yeah, and you know, we may move offices, but of course we talk to you about it. And things like in the ads, it's like, hi, I'm Sel, and this is my company, and I'd like you know, this is the job that this is the job that I have available. But that aligned. It makes it all human. So the reason that I do this stuff is because I did it myself.
Right.
You know, I saw where I wasted money on that brand because we didn't do this. And then I saw what happened when we then, you know, changed the way that people had to answer the phone. Like it's the most basic thing, right through to how their performance managed. You know, and big things. And our onboarding has got a whole, like
I've never been onboarded so well in my life.
Yeah, I would love to.
4 weeks in.
And I just don't think they think about this stuff.
All right, cool. This was awesome. I'm looking forward to it. This is very cool. Thank you for the time.
I'm super energized because JP's doing super cool things, and that is true collaboration. You know, people talk about collaborating all the time. It actually gives me the shits because people don't really want to collaborate. They actually just want to see if you can refer them to people. But that is exactly what collaboration is. It's talking about how two skills and service offerings can come together to achieve the client's ultimate purpose. So watch this space. I'm super excited about where that's going to go. I love it.
I need some hope before I choke, before I'm sorry. Inhale your love to fill my lungs, to fill my body.